Hi, it's Susie from Pink Diamond Guide. How are you? Just wanted to stop by and check in and see what's going on with this energy, with twin flames in particular in mind. So, what's playing out currently is it's a really big energy that is allowing souls to wake up and remember who they are as divine individuals. It's a really big cosmic push. October is going to have those moments of really understanding who we are and why we're here. Now, what's happening currently, we've got Jupiter in, it's as close as it's been to the Earth in 60 years. Now, Jupiter has a really strong magnetic energy, and it's about luck and magnification and all of, it's but the force that's going to play out, and I think it's super interesting because we've still got the Jupiter Chiron retrograde taking place, which is about magnified healing. But then on top of that, we've got a lot of other cosmic forces playing together. And the overall message that I really wanted to lean in on is it's an awakening to who we are as divine beings, awakening to the truth of who we are and what our purpose is. So what I wanted to read is for twin flames under this, seeing what October's going to bring in. And I'm by myself tonight. Ricky's had a big day at work. He's going to tap out for the day, which we'll let him do that. He works he works really hard, and he hasn't been well, so he does really need to reboot. So I didn't want to miss this opportunity of reading this energy with Jupiter being as close as it's been to the Earth in 60 years, and how that is going to magnify all of those energies that we've already been experiencing about healing and growing. I wonder how the equinox played out with you as well. With that Jupiter was in opposition to the moon, and it was just past the equinox energy, which would have magnified this feeling of wanting to call in loved ones. How did it play out for you, twin flames? What I'm going to do for our reading is I'm going to read from the perspective of the divine feminine, see what's going on from those energies, and then I'll have a look into divine masculine energies and wrap it up with some divine love oracle to see what we can find out about what's going on in this current cycle. Now, twins do come together in waves, and I have just put up a video. I've been starting to put like some instructional, excuse me for a sec, some instructional kind of videos that sort of, I talk a lot about concepts, and Ricky and I were saying that, like, I talk a lot about them in the reading, and perhaps it would be better to every time I do a reading explain these big ideals, to create videos that explained it and refer to those videos for information, so that you get the information about the energy a lot quicker, instead of explaining the concepts every time I do a reading. So I've started putting those videos up, and I've put 2 up so far. The first one is a little bit about how I see the divine creates essentially twin flames, and the second one that I just put up today was about what the mission is and what waves of twin flames are all about. So rather than explain about what those waves of twin flames are, you can go check out the other video that I've just posted up there. The playlist will be called Key Concepts or something along those lines, and so you can check out what those key concepts are, and then we'll dive on into these readings and move through the ideals, through the energy. We'll dive more into the energy versus the big concepts behind it in these readings. Righto, so twins coming together in waves. And information might be relevant for you right now, but it might be at a slightly different angle. These energies will be relevant. We're reading on what the current energies on the universe are, like what's playing out and how they might be affecting twins. And like when you read, you shuffle till you don't need to shuffle anymore, till the energy just gets right. So I'm kind of having a bit of a yak while we get this energy just right. Righto, let's read from the perspective of the divine feminine around this Jupiter energy that is magnifying everything. Straight out of the boxes, we've got the Queen of Wands and the Devil Ooh, Divine Feminine. And the Judgment card. What is going on here? We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got the Nine of Wands. We've got the Two of Swords. Oh, Divine Feminine, what's happening? This feels like a bucket load of confusion around you, darling. It feels like it's a heck of a read. Okay, let's have a look at the push from the bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords, Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, King of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Justice card. Holy moly, what are these energies? Okay, so we've got the Justice card, which, look, the Justice card is about reaping what you sow. So like all of the efforts that you've been putting into your journey and learning and growing, there is a time coming very, very soon where you get to reap the benefit of all of those effort. Now, it's like justice comes about it, and justice isn't always a positive thing depending on what side of the coin that you've sown your seeds on. Like if you've been working really, really hard on your ascension journey, then essentially justice will be that you have some kind of reward with in relation to how your connection is looking. You should start to have better understandings. You should have clearer ideals about what the doctrine's about. You should understand mission on some level, or be working the energies with some degree of success, if not moving towards union. Over here we've got the Justice is the Page of Cups, so it comes in with that starting line offer. Now, the Page of Cups, I can give him a bit of a bad rap at times, like in the Rider-Waite, I call him having an offer with a fish in a cup. But kind of what I see this as is like the beginning of union. Like if you've been doing your work, if you've been, working towards ascension, this to me looks like the beginning, and because you've got the King of Swords with it as well, so that's a very strong communicative card. The King of Swords knows how to talk. He knows what he wants to say, and he leads. He's very in charge of a process, and speaks with confidence. And over here, this offer of love that you have, you know exactly what it's all about. Even if you're starting at the starting line, and really, if you've been in separation and you've been in an ascension process, when these unions come back around, you really do get back to the starting line again. So in here, in this sequence, look how justice plays out. For all the work that you've done, you actually get to sit at the starting line of healthy, strong, capable communication. The next layer of energy. Look at this. You're going to get to talk about what you've been through. You're going to get to talk about how much passion you've held for your twin, and you're going to get to talk about the levels of betrayal. See this? It's like, look at the size of this person, seriously, over here. Look at the size of the person. Look at the size of the heart, and look at the size of the swords. You've been through it, right? And if we're talking about the next push, is that you're at the start line of, you've done your work, you've done the justice. Here's the beginning of the next part of the journey where there's love offered. Communication is, you lead and you're confident. What do you get to talk about? What do you get to move through? Everything that you've been through. You get to talk about it in a healthy way because you want to bring a fresh, new, passionate start to your connection. But you have to get through these layers of mistrust, right? And how tough is this? And it's one of these big ideals to really understand when you're moving through a process like a twin flame, soul ascension journey, is understanding what forgiveness is all about. And forgiveness is not a token ideal. Forgiveness, everyone, oh, look, I hear so many throwaway lines, forgiveness is all about me, it's not about you. Forgiveness is this, forgiveness is that. You hear a bunch of throwaway lines about what the truth of forgiveness is. But honestly, like it's a process. I'm yet to, with all of the work that I've done, with everything that I think I know, and every lesson that, and I feel like I'm a ways down this journey. I've been, working twin flame soul ascension journey at least for the last 10 years. Spiritual journey, like I feel like forever have been on that, and I'm still yet to figure out what it takes to just snap into forgiveness, right? How do you just get there? How do you just 1 minute go, this person's caused this, and then the next minute, fresh new start, without having a level of mistrust be part of the journey, right? This Seven of Swords, this level of mistrust, this takes time to work through. It doesn't just come back overnight. And it's funny because when you sit in separation, you think you could have them back, right? You want them back because you've been through so much pain and suffering without them there. You want the fresh new start. You want the passionate new beginning. But then this energy of going, how do I get into forgiveness? How do I just sit back in this fresh new start and not have these pangs of pain come up and bite me in the butt? How is it that I'm just meant to forgive? Just forgive and get on with it. Because that appears in the doctrine. Oh, they just come into harmonious union. Yay! That's fantastic. But what I want to say to you is it's not that simple for the bulk of twins to be able to know what to do with this betrayal that has taken place and the mistrust that now exists between these twins. Like, it has the capacity to push people into run and chaser energy. But the good news is, because you've done so much work, because justice is coming your way, the divine will give you everything that you need to have the conversations that you need to have to bring you into harmonious union. Are these energies there to be experienced and explored? Yes. They're there for you to understand them. Now, I often talk about this infinity symbol on my arm. The reason that it exists is because it reminds me that love is always flowing. Love isn't a stagnant energy, and even you can sit in the most positive expression of it or the most negative expression of it. But love wants to keep being on the move. Now, if you're going to stay stuck over here in what happened when love was taken away, right, then you will stay stagnant. But if you can explore those energies and kick yourself back to neutral quickly, you learn and you grow. Now, what you've got over here is the push from the universe. And wow, this is the first time we've seen this in here, isn't it? The push from the universe is to sit in the energy of the Queen of Wands, right? And sometimes I give her a bit of a bad rap. If you follow me, you know this. I can call her out for being a little bit fakey and bringing a bit of a selfish energy. She just wants what she wants, and she just goes after it. And it's not a highly emotive energy. It's driven by passion, driven by creativity, driven by desire, any of the above. But in this particular phase, is this push from the universe is, I don't mind seeing the Queen of Wands there. She is passionate, she is a fiery character, and she wants a passionate new start. This is the push from the universe. And it's interesting because leading up to this, we were seeing all this Wands energy come in around the divine masculine. But now it's like going, this desire is alive again for the divine feminine. Why? It's going to be an interesting read. But what's showing up here? Now, careful, divine feminine, because this is the potential to push into chaser energy, isn't it? The devil is where we get into obsession, or where the sexual energy rises up in a way that's not healthy for us, where the desire tips us into behavior that doesn't lead necessarily to the result that we want. So a bit of a cautionary tale playing out here. What you've got in the soul space is the judgment card. So right here, right now, the divine is taking you through another round of lessons. You are being fueled by desire, being fueled by passion, but you have to remain in the seat of working through, like you're working through the justice energy, right? So this push, excuse me, you're being pushed on by reaping the karma of what you sow. So here, you're sitting here with the divine, and it's almost like he's called you up to the he's called you up the staircase, up to front him face to face, and what's risen inside of you is passion and desire, right? You're there with the divine, and the devil whispers in your ear, just go for it, just go for it, just go for it, just chase it. Just chase it. I've risen up. Desire is alive and well. I can light this obsessive spark at any point, and we can be back in. And the divine reminds us that the process of the desire is to teach us something. Now, if you run on desire alone, you will not get the outcome that you want. It has to be pushed by the divine in a healthy, balanced way. So you will need to have more than just this. And divine masculine has brought this energy to you. If the and the divine itself is having passionate energy rise within you, but it comes with the warning that it's likely to tip you into the space of the devil. But here in the judgment space, it's asking you for your soul to sit with the divine. Take it to the divine. Ask the divine the question, what do I do with this passionate desire energy? Especially if your masculine is not on the scene, or has pulled back, or has woken this up with you only to pull back. If you haven't yet come into contact with your divine masculine, if you're in a different phase of the journey and the desire is awake, it's still, the energy is no different. You still have to deal with desire by taking it to the divine. Sexual energy is creative energy, but if it tips you into the space of obsession, it's destructive energy. You will push your masculine away, or you'll push your union away, right? So here comes in the challenge position, the Seven of Cups, which is going, what are you going to do, divine feminine? What are you going to do with the push that's currently upon you? I just want him. I just want him, right? But what are you going to do? Are you going to wait till all the cups are filled properly to make sure that you're not drinking a cup that's toxic or poison? Are you going to have healthy communication with your divine masculine and not chase and obsess? Because over here, in this energy, we're in the energy of the wounded warrior. You have done so much work to get yourself into a healthy space. And now you've got the devil and the divine dancing with you. And we saw these energies playing out on the masculine not too long ago. Now we're seeing them play out on the feminine. You're dancing with the devil and the divine. Is it going to tip you back into chaser energy? You have been through so much, so many battles to get to this place where you know that this is a temptation. And what's the likely outcome? You're going to be confused. Confusion. The Two of Swords, not knowing what to listen to. Like I said, in one ear you've got the divine, in the other the devil. We're in that dance again of going, are you going to sit with the divine, or are you going to tip into chaser energy, right? And it's fueled by having had desire wake up. So whether that has come from your divine masculine or it's just a universal push, I see why the devil and the divine are dancing, right? Okay, let's have a look. Let's put those masculine energies over the top of this. Normally we get Ricky to draw these cards, but I'm quite capable, aren't I, of drawing cards for the divine masculine and seeing what's going on. What have we got? How is this magnified energy affecting the divine masculine? Divine feminine, it's got desire alive and well in you, that's for sure. Now let's have a look at how the divine masculine is playing it out. Oh my gosh, he's matching you. He's matching you. Righto. Oh wow. Oh. Righto. Okie doke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh gosh, look. He's got judgment too. You had justice there. He's got it in the soul space. You've got the soul space. He's got it as a push from the universe. So this really is, this push is on to bring these connections into alignment. And it really does look, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Divine masculines really do want to make this progress forward. The divine is in their ear telling them exactly what they need to do to bring this level of abundance and harmony forward, and they're taking action on it. They're coming forward as the Knight of Swords, and here you are as the King of Swords. That's going to be one hell of a conversation when that transpires, because it is the kind of energy where both people will get a chance to say their piece, right? The Knight of Swords comes forward at a rate of knots and is met with the King of Swords. That is a healthy conversation. That's two two energies that really want to be open and honest with their communication. And here, what does he want to talk about? He wants to talk about what does it take to come back together and be happy and be loyal and be abundant together. What does that look like? And because the divine is the one that's pushing him, it's going, come on, you've got a job to do. You have a mission as a twin flame to lead all of humanity on and into the new archetype of what it is to look at love. And all of these pennies from heaven are raining down like wisdom on the divine masculine, and now he wants to act on it. He wants to move forward. What's the next level of energy? Wow, that's a dichotomy, isn't it? Look, here it's like the next level is, oh, see, this is tricky energy for me, because this has him charging forward, this has him stopping. So again, we have this charging forward, pulling back, charging forward, pulling back. But when he pulls away from you now, right, the high priestess goes, yeah, all right, you want to stop, you want to slow down, I'm gonna get in your face again. She's the gatekeeper between the 5D and the 3D, and she is going to keep sending signs forward, because look who's here, the Nine of Pentacles, our divine feminine. She shows up. What is he going to keep getting signs about if he tries to pull back? He's going to keep getting signs that you exist. Your name shows up everywhere he goes. He hears songs that you used to sing together, movies that make sense, that remind him of you, a billboard that he drives past that says, call me, and has your name or your initials or something about your phone number. He cannot escape this push from the universe to connect with you. This is the 5D, 3D gateway. And from 5D into his 3D, he cannot escape the push that you are in his realm of vision, signs, symbols, everywhere he goes. And here, look, I think he's going to act on it. He's going to act on what it is to want to have, look, the 9 to the 10 of Pentacles with you. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Come on, divine masculine, you've got this. Here's the push. You guys are matching each other in the push from the universe. He's got passionate. See how phallic that symbol is? Holy moly. That is, I want you. I want you in the worst kind of way. And she's like, I want you too. I see your Ace of Wands and I match you a Queen of Wands. These energies are bouncing off each other in the most ridiculous way. So there is desire, and it is reflected back at each other. That is look, it's I'm holding these and I'm just feeling the power of these two cards. These two people want each other. Okay, what have we got in this space here? This is, like I call this card pennies from, it's a very charitable card, and it's very giving and it's very balanced. Now, what's interesting about this is that Venus is about to move into Libra, right? And there's an energy of wanting to give under that. It's a very social, balanced energy, Libra, and Mercury is the planet of communication. So there could be some retrospective conversations taking place, whether they're happening in the physical or whether they're happening in a 5D scenario, depending on where you're at in your journey. This is a very giving space to be, and I'm seeing it as a giving conversation more than anything. But here, his soul is still going, I'm still out in the cold. So he still, as yet, is not getting the full impact, the conversation or this energy is still not bringing the full impact of what he needs to bring him in from out of the cold. And what I feel is really, really interesting about that, and I reflect on our journey, is we went through these energies, like of going, yes, I want you. There's a lot of, hot and heavy energy between us, which is really fabulous and great and wonderful, but we were still, struggling to get to the truth of the energies, and not wanting to fall into chaser energy. So when this energy was being given, I was still holding, I was holding court with the divine and not truly letting Ricky into my soul space. So it's like I'm feeling that kind of scenario taking place. It's like going, let's work this out, but like I can't give you the whole enchilada just yet until I know that you get it, until I know that this is not going to fall over another time. Now, we had a massive towel moment, right? And it was like going, for Ricky going, I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know why I feel the way I do. I just know I need to call you. It was this breakdown to breakthrough moment, and I was left with choices. I was left with options going, do I allow this moment to take place in my company or do I not? Because after that came the offers, right? The red hot offers, not the wishy-washy ones of let's hook up, let's get together, let's enjoy each other's company in an intimate way. Though that moment then leads to these moments where I'm going to make you a genuine offer. Yes, I pick on the Page of Cups with his fish in a cup, but look at you both. You both, the masculine and the feminine, have drawn the Page of Cups, which puts you at the starting line of making each other an offer of love, a genuine offer. Even if the fish in a cup still feels like it's underdone, this is genuine. And it's the first genuine scenario that's probably, like, I'm feeling it's getting more and more to the point where there's understanding on what the offer is. And even though you're enjoying this exchange, what's happening beneath the surface is deepening. It's deepening. Because even though he's enjoying this connection, right? Enjoying this, he still feels out in the cold. Why? Why? When you're letting him into that space, would he still be feeling out in the cold? Because until the offer is understood, until these pages know what it is that they are exchanging with each other. See this? It's like Divine Feminine knows that when they come together, she's actually sitting at the bottom of a new ascension staircase. Can you see that in this Page of Cups? No. He's got the divine behind it, all this divine water, right? And he's standing there very genuinely going, please take my offer. Please take this offer. And then Divine Feminine says, well, if I invite you in, what we're doing is ascending together. Do you know this? Do you understand this? Right? Which is why she sits here in a place of going, I'm not sure about what's happening. And he's going, I just want my soulmate back. I just want my soulmate back. And she hears this on one level, right? She hears the truth of the message on one level, but the other voice is going, this is what you did to me last time. This is what you did to me last time, and at the moment, I'm only understanding you on this level. On this level. I'm still waiting to truly allow you to move to the next level with me on this level, on this divine level, and that's the next chapter. And that takes a minute. It takes some push and pull. It takes some give and take, and it often leaves the divine masculine going, you are my soulmate. I know that there's something special about the connection. And it's all of these words sound very, very, very lovely, right? They sound very lovely. It's exactly what you want to hear. But on the other hand, this is what comes in, right? The other, here's all the good stuff and here's all the challenges, which is moving through these Three of Swords energies. But likely outcome is the divine masculine, through these breaking down to breakthrough processes, through these connecting in an intimate way processes, through these ideals of being balanced and conversational, he is able to show his divine feminine that he wants to come in from out the cold. His soul wants to be realigned. He wants his soulmate connection back. This is a powerful, powerful moment in these connections. What have we got? Let's have a look at some Divine Love Oracle. First, I'm going to read the Divine Feminine and see what we draw for Divine Feminine. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What are these Jupiter energies bringing in? Sunshine. You know what I love about this energy is it is literally representative of the sun energy in tarot. So it's the happiest card in tarot. So there is an energy of wanting to bring happiness towards the divine feminine, and it's not before time, right? It's not before time. Now, this energy also suggests to step outside and connect with the sun, and connect with life, and connect with all the joy that the planet can bring. Because it can, when you've been in a melancholy state, or when you've been in a process where you've been suffering or being challenged by the devil, you can want to ignore how beautiful nature is and how beautiful our planet is, or and feel a little bit misaligned with the planet. When sunshine comes out, it is the clouds are moving away, it's the end of the rainy days, and it's allowing the sun to warm you, right? It's coming in from out of the cold, right? Let's see, what are they going to draw for divine masculine? I hope this is going to tell us a beautiful story. What have we got for divine masculine? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What have we got? Oh, I'm not myself. This, yeah, look, this is interesting, because he does have over here in this space, he's got this card, right? He's got the tower, and the tower is a challenge, and the tower is all about breaking down to break through, and it can put you in a space where you're going, I've got my shadows over here, and I'm here, and I don't feel like I'm necessarily grounded. And over here, the divine is saying, come on, divine feminine, help your divine masculine ground, help him come in out of the cold, and both of you can feel the sunshine on your face together. I just get this feeling like, this being out of body experience is really that ideal of going, I know that I want you. This makes sense to me on 50 different levels. And then if you are connecting in this physical way, and you are offering some level of intimacy in the connection, and the intimacy can take place in the 5D, absolutely. So if you're not connecting with your divine masculine in the physical, but you are experiencing them, this energy still applies to you. It does. It's just where you're at in the journey is slightly different. But this feeling of I'm not myself is this ideal of being an out of body experience, or not grounding, whereas this sunshine experience is very much about grounding. It's about being out of doors, and it's about it's a walk on the beach with the sun on your face, and it is the clouds have parted and abundance is ready to rain down. So this is begging you to get outside and embrace the sunshine, or metaphorically embrace a brand new day, whereas divine masculine is feeling a little bit out of body. What have we got going on for the connection? One, to wrap it all up. What have we got? Let's have a look. Tormented. Yeah, look on. This one's a tough one, isn't it? See this one here? This is this ideal, and I said this to you, divine feminine. I said this, that I feel like you've got this energy of the devil and the divine. Like it's sometimes, do you feel like it's so close you can taste it, that it actually pushes you into a place of, oh, it can push you into a place of wanting to chase, or feeling like the emotions are starting to swamp you again. But isn't that, it's like the connection itself is tormented, which is like a really, really challenging energy. And when the connection is tormented, the one who would have the power to heal it is the one that has the most knowledge. And the advice from spirit is generally suggesting that the divine feminine goes first. She knows the most about the connection, and this level of feeling like you're tormented, where the closer you get to the blessing, the more the devil starts messing. And it's saying, get out in the sunshine, get out and feel the sun in your face, get out and be happy, get out of this feeling of being tormented. Like, the antidote is to step into the energy of the sun. This is like, it's a real challenging energy, and I feel like I want to take one more card just to go, see if we can get some clarification. Look. Yeah, see this again. It's the same story, but said a different way. I think you're getting very close to your blessings, Divine Feminine, because this card is love thy will be done. So this is the divine will have its way. When you listen to the divine, when you stand in this space of judgment and the divine says, I sent you down here to do a job, twin flames. Your job is to hold the vibration of the new archetype to make the bridge for all of humanity to follow you into a new archetype of love. And love, thy will be done. The closer you get to the blessing, the more the devil starts messing. Again, we've been through these energies before, but Divine Feminine, last time we were really laying this at the feet of the masculine. This time I'm laying at the feet of the Divine Feminine, because as love moves towards you and you start to reflect on how much you've been through, it can well push you into a space of having those emotions rise and feeling as though the connection itself, when it comes back in, is tormenting you. And the divine says, please, 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 Divine Feminine, love thy will be done. Love thy will be done. That is, the divine will have its way. If you surrender into the doctrine, into the journey, and you do everything that needs to be done to get you, and do not fall back into chaser energy. Do not fall into the trap of closing the void. And I speak about the void in one of those instructional videos. In part one, I talk about the void. I won't go into it in depth again because you guys have heard it 50 million times if you've been watching these videos. So the kicker is hold the void, bring in the sunshine, because the divine is telling this connection, love, thy will be done. Not yours, not theirs, but love. That is the energy of the divine. And these connections will come online. Do not let the devil take your blessing. That is a big, big, big message. And for that to be coming through, you've got to be getting close to your blessing. And I love it. When whoever gave that, I've said it a million times since you've said it, that the closer you get to the blessing, the more the devil starts messing. How significant are these cards at this point then? Here's the devil, here's the divine. That is your final two messages for this reading. Divine Feminine, it's going to magnify your journey, and you know what to do with pain. You know what to do when these pain processes rise. You know how to work through it. You know how to magnify it. You know how to get energy to move. You know what the will of the divine is. And if you need support, reach out, because we can work through these processes together. Oh, look, I'm feeling a little bit emotional because I feel like, um, you know, to go through another round of torment at this point would be the last thing that you want to hear. But love, thy will be done, is the divine bringing these connections online for the mission to bring us into this new archetype. Big message for our twins this time. Some tough stuff in there, but with that Jupiter energy really magnifying it, you can choose to use that energy to magnify your walk with the divine. You can choose it to magnify your walk with the divine, or you can choose it to magnify your walk into holding this connection, holding it ransom to the energies of chaser energy. That's how I see it. You can hold it in the suffering, or you can use this energy to really magnify it towards bringing your unions into harmony. I'm going to wrap this reading up at this point. So you can reach us on our social media channels, absolutely. And if you've watched this far and you're interested, I've just recorded a meditation that's designed to help stretch your spiritual muscles, to strengthen your spiritual muscles. And I'm going to share it over on our Facebook group, the group is called Pink Diamond Guided, which you can find off our Facebook page. It's in the description there. You follow it over. And I'm looking for like a little trial group of our guided to try this meditation and give me some feedback, because it's the first time I've released a recorded meditation for people. Like I normally run them, you know, for anyone who's sort of in my company. I'm happy to do a talk through meditation when you're here with me. This is the first time I've recorded one with the ideal to help anyone who wants to strengthen their spiritual muscles, to help them get through their ascension journey, to help connect with their twin, and to connect with the divine. Any of those processes that you want to strengthen. If you'd like to try this meditation for me, knowing that it's the first time I've done one of these, I'm going to share the meditation with our Pink Diamond Guided group over on Facebook and see if I can get some feedback before I release it to everybody over here on YouTube. So if you're keen for that and you've listened this far, yeah, join the guided group and you know help me if you're willing. Okay, so I'm going to wrap that reading up there. I'm going to send you so much love, and hopefully Ricky will be back with me soon and that he's feeling well. And that's where I'm going to leave it. In faith, hope, and love. It's bye from me for now.